Welcome to the QuoteWerks demonstration video. QuoteWerks, an award-winning sales quoting software and 3-time recipient of the User's Choice Award, was designed to accommodate the needs of businesses in all industries. Today, QuoteWerks is used by over 50,000 people in over 80 countries. Using QuoteWerks, you'll create a quote in minutes when it used to take hours using a spreadsheet, word processing software, or pen and paper. This video covers the core functionality of QuoteWerks, including the use of the QuoteWerks native contact database, but does not cover our third-party CRM integrations in depth. We've created separate videos for each of these, which are also available on our website. In this video, we will cover many topics including working with contacts, working with products, formatting and emailing your quote, running reports, exporting to accounting software, and more. While using QuoteWerks, most of your time will be spent in the Quote Workbook, where you will find 5 tabs: the Document Items tab, the Sold To Ship To tab, the Sale Info tab, the Notes tab, and the Custom tab. The Document Items tab contains the products and services that you've selected for your quote. The Sold To Ship To tab is where the Sold To, Ship To, and Bill To contact information will be listed. The Sale Info tab is where information such as the salesperson, the sales tax rate, and the shipping method will be entered. The Notes tab is where you can enter introduction and closing comments to be included with your quote, as well as purchasing and internal notes. And the Custom tab allows you to store additional customized information about your quote. QuoteWerks integrates with several contact management programs, which you can see on your screen. We also refer to these contact management programs as contact managers. In this video, we will only cover the QuoteWerks built-in contact database feature. For details on the integrations with the other CRM software packages, we've created separate specialized videos that demonstrate how QuoteWerks integrates with each. Please see our website for these specialized videos. Let's start a quote by selecting a customer. With QuoteWerks, there is no need to retype customer information that already exists in the contact database of your contact manager. In QuoteWerks, click on the Sold To Ship To tab of the Quote Workbook and click on the magnifying glass button. When you're using the native contact database, this will open the contact lookup window where you can search for a contact, as well as clone, create, edit, and delete contacts. You can search for the contact by company name, last name, phone number, email address, and account number. Once you've found the desired contact, simply choose the Select For Sold To, Select For Ship To, or Select For Bill To buttons to populate the corresponding fields in QuoteWerks, and you can see the customer's contact information is pulled into the quote. When using our link to third-party CRM packages, QuoteWerks can also search for contacts using the magnifying glass, but with most of them, QuoteWerks can also pull in the currently active contact using this button. In addition to retrieving customer information from the QuoteWerks contact database, QuoteWerks can also retrieve information stored in additional contact manager fields by using the QuoteWerks Data Link feature. This feature enables you to pull additional information from a contact record directly into the quote, such as terms or tax rate. To create a data link, first the additional data must be present in the contact. For this example, we want to pull the tax rate from this contact into the tax rate field on the Sale Info tab. To create the data link, select the Contacts, Setup Contact Manager menu. Click on the Data Link Setup button, which opens the Data Link Setup window. Click on the New button, and then click the drop-down menu for the Contact Manager field. The available fields that you see here are from the QuoteWerks built-in contact database. If you're using a different contact manager that supports the data link feature, these fields will differ based on the contact manager that you're using. For our purposes, we want to select tax rate from this list. Now from the QuoteWerks drop-down list, we will choose Local Tax Rate, which corresponds to the tax rate field on the Sale Info tab. Note that the direction and event trigger boxes are grayed out, as they cannot be changed. On retrieve contact means that the data link is activated when you retrieve contact information for the sold to contact. Click OK on each of these screens to return to the quote worksheet. Now I'll press the windshield wiper button to clear the contact information from the sold to fields. If I click on the Sale Info tab, you'll note that the tax rate is currently set to 0. Click on the magnifying glass button to retrieve the contact we just edited into the sold to field. Now let's take a look at the Sale Info tab, and you'll see that the value of 6.5 has been inserted into the tax rate field. As you can see, the Data Link Setup window allows you to identify additional fields from your contact manager that you want to pull into QuoteWerks. Once you've established the links, the values from these fields will be pulled into the quote when the contact record is retrieved. Now let's add some products and services to your quote by selecting the Products Lookup menu. For our demo, we will use entertainment system items, but QuoteWerks can be used for any industry. There are 3 simple ways to find the product that you're looking for. You can scroll through a list of products and services until you find the one you're looking for. The Sort By drop-down list allows you to easily sort the list for quicker browsing. You can search for a specific product by entering information such as the description or part number, then click the Find button. Or you can select your product from a list of folders that visually organize your products. You can select a product and click on the Edit button to see more details about that product. And you can add it to your quote by double-clicking on it or clicking on the Select Add button. If you'd like to add multiple items to your quote at one time, you can hold down the Control key, select each of the items one by one with a single left click, and then click the Select Add button. The Add Item Assistant, when activated, will allow you to make changes to the item before the item is added to the quote. Clicking Append will add the item to the end of the quote, while clicking on Insert will insert the item above the currently selected item. The currently selected item will have an arrow next to it. As you can see, the product that you just selected has been added to the Document Items tab. You can also use the Quick Lookup bar located above the Quote Workbook as another way to quickly add products to your quote if you know the manufacturer or vendor part number of the item that you want in your quote. If you'd like to add a product or service to the quote, but it is not in the database, you can simply fill out the fields by hand using a blank line. You also have the ability to add comment lines to your quote. Comment lines are particularly useful to add descriptive notes to your quote. You can use comment lines to indicate sections or categories such as labor or service packages, as well as provide extra details about a particular line item. In QuoteWerks, you have the freedom to change any aspect of the quoted item once it's been added to the quote. For example, you may want to make adjustments to your profit margin. You can set your profit margin for each line item individually with a discount, percent, or points pricing method. For example, you can change the markup to 30 points to increase your profit. By selecting a single line item, you can immediately see your profit margin in dollars and in a percentage for the selected product in the Total section along the top of the Document Items tab. If no line item is selected, the profit for the entire quote will be displayed. Using the Line Attributes menu, there are additional advanced features you can set for the quoted items. For example, you can set an item to be optional. The item will still show up in the quote, but the price of the item will not be included in the quote total. This feature is useful if you want to show your customer that there are other items that they could benefit from. Other advanced features for the line items include not showing the individual prices, excluding the line, not printing the line, and printing a picture for the line. The taxable status can also be set per each line item, including PST and GST values for Canadian customers. Now let's save a new quote. Click on File, Save, and enter a description of your quote that will make it easy to find later. As you can see on the Sale Info tab, QuoteWerks has automatically generated a unique quote number for this quote. This quote number can be manually changed from the File, Save menu. The quote number can contain letters and numbers. Often, customers will request a revised quote. You can make changes to your quote and then use the revision feature in QuoteWerks to automatically save a revised copy of the quote with a revision number or letter appended to the end of the quote number. You can also elect to delete the previous revision if you do not want to keep a paper trail of your changes. When using some of the third-party contact managers with QuoteWerks, you can choose several integration options when saving the quote. Depending on which contact manager you will be using with QuoteWerks, some of these features allow you to save or update a linked document, create or update sales opportunities, create sales forecasts, create follow-up calls, and schedule to-do activities. Using these options enables information to flow seamlessly between QuoteWerks and many third-party contact managers. Please watch the demonstration video that specifically covers the contact manager you will be using with QuoteWerks to see details on these integrations. To print your new quote, go to the File, Print menu. A wide variety of pre-designed layouts are available for different document types, such as quotes, orders, invoices, purchase orders, and sales orders. You can easily customize these print layouts by selecting one and clicking on the Edit button. You can insert your company logo. You can change label names. Change fonts. And change the placement of fields. You can also insert new fields such as introduction notes. You can create formula fields. And you can also insert fields from your contact manager. When printing the quote, you can also choose to include a cover page, additional literature, such as a list of monthly specials or your warranty policies, and product specification sheets. Click on the Preview button to preview your quote. Emailing a quote is as simple as clicking on a button. Your quote can be emailed in the popular PDF format or in the RTF format, preserving the exact look of your quote. This built-in feature will certainly impress your customers by allowing you to email a quote so quickly that in most cases your customer has received the quote while you still have them on the phone. To convert your quote into an order or an invoice, simply select the File, Convert to Order, or Convert to Invoice menu. When converting a quote to an order, You have the option to replace the quote with the order or preserve the quote and copy it to an order. You can also specify if you'd like QuoteWerks to reduce the inventory for the items on the order. When a quote is converted to an order, it is automatically assigned the next available order number. Once the quote has been converted to an order, it can also be printed. When you click the print icon, if the Display All Layouts checkbox is not checked, you'll notice that only order type print layouts are displayed for your selection. QuoteWerks increases your efficiency and productivity by allowing you to customize it in many ways to fit your needs. The tabs in the Quote Workbook can be customized by holding down the Control key and double-clicking on the tab. Now let's go to the Sale Info tab. As you can see, there are a finite number of fields to enter in data. But if you click on the Custom tab, you'll see a list of custom text, date, and number fields. These fields can be customized to store a variety of additional data. To customize these fields, simply hold down the Control key, double-click on the label, and type in the name for what you would like to store, like Project ID for instance. Most labels on the 5 Quote Workbook tabs can be customized in the same way. The columns on the Document Items tab can also be customized. Simply select the View, Customize Columns menu, and from here you can, for example, move the vendor part number column over to the first column on the left of the quote sheet just by selecting it and moving it up on the list. You can also change its name. If you decided that you did not want the vendor part number to display on the quote sheet, you can remove the column by unchecking the check mark. Now the QuoteWerks columns appear exactly the way you need them to. There are also custom text columns on the Document Items tab that you can customize to store information you need about each item on the quote. Let's use one of these columns to store the color of the product. Select the View, Customize Columns menu, scroll down to the Custom Text column, click on Rename, and type in color. Now this column is ready to store the color of our product. Up to this point, we've been customizing the fields and columns relating to the quote. Your products can also be customized to store additional information, like size. To do so, find a product and click on the Edit button. Let's use Custom Text 02 in the product to store the size of the product. Hold down the Control key, double-click on the label, and type in size. Now this custom field can be used to record the size of your product. Most labels on these tabs can be customized in the same way. Normally when you create a new quote, you may find you're typing in the same standard information every time. With QuoteWerks, you can set this standard information once as a default. For example, let's set the default terms to net 30 for each new quote. Select the Documents tab from the Tools Options menu and type in net 30 under Terms. Click OK to save the default, and the next time you start a quote, the field will be auto-populated. We've set the terms to net 30 as a default, but in many cases, we'll need to specify different terms based on the customer. You can create a list of terms to choose from with our Lookup List feature. To illustrate, place your mouse cursor into the Terms field. Press the F2 key on your keyboard to display the lookup list of options for a field. Select one of the options or create a new option by clicking on the New button. So far you've seen how to add products to your quote that were already in an existing product database. Now we will show you how to create a new product database. QuoteWerks allows you to create and maintain many product databases. To start, select the Products, Set up Product Sources menu. Click on the New button, select the QuoteWerks database type, then click Next, and select Create New QuoteWerks Native Database. QuoteWerks has a feature in which varying levels of access rights can be individually granted for each product data source per user or per group, meaning the ability to view, create, modify, or delete data sources from QuoteWerks can be restricted. This security feature can be enabled or disabled on the Security tab of the Tools Options menu. On this window, we can create custom menu items that are specific to this data source, as well as 2 additional options. Selecting the first option will load every single item from the database into the product lookup window as soon as you click on the database, allowing you to easily browse the list. The second option will enable the QuoteWerks Dynamic Manufacturers folder. When this option is selected, QuoteWerks will dynamically create a folder for each unique manufacturer, so you can easily click on the folder to see all the products associated with that manufacturer. Using these options enables you to create and publish custom menu items that are only available when you right-click on an item in this product data source. Custom menus can also be added for any of the other drop-down menus, such as View or Contacts, by going to the Tools Customize menus. Back on the Product Data Source wizard, click the Finish button, and then give the product database a descriptive name like Demo Products to make it easy to recognize. And here's the new product database that we just added. Now let's add some products to this new product database. To do so, select the Products Lookup menu, choose the Demo Products database, and click on the New button. Next, enter all the details about your product. Services can also be added in the same manner. When entering the cost and pricing for this product, you can choose from several different methods for each. For costing, you can choose from Fixed, Discount from List, and based on volume by clicking the drop-down list for the item costing method. For pricing, you have a wider range of methods which are listed in the Item Pricing Method drop-down list. Some of the advanced pricing methods include volume pricing, price level pricing, and customer-based pricing. Click OK when you've finished entering the information for this product. Next, let's create a new folder to place this product into. New folders are created by right-clicking on the database that you want the folder to appear under and selecting New from the menu. For this example, we will name the folder My Products. Now, let's associate this product with the My Products folder. Select the product, right-click, and select Copy. Then right-click on the My Products folder and choose Associate Copied Item with this folder. The product will now appear under the My Products folder. Manually entering products can be a time-consuming process. The QuoteWerks Product Import Wizard allows you to import your product information into QuoteWerks from an electronic format such as a delimited text file or a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. To use the Import Wizard, select the Products Import Wizard menu. Select a delimited text file. Match the columns in the text file with these basic QuoteWerks columns. Complete any advanced mappings here. Select the product database that you want to import the products into. We will select our demo products database. If your text file contains a descriptive header line at the top of it, you can choose to start the import on the second row to avoid importing it. And you can choose from the 4 available import modes here. Here on the last step, we can choose to save the import settings as an import template, which will make it easier to start the import the next time you receive an updated file from your vendor. Click on the Start Import button to complete the import process. Now that the products have been imported, you can see them in the Demo Products database by selecting the Products Lookup menu. QuoteWerks allows you to group your products together in bundles. With this feature, you can choose a bundle from the Products Bundles menu. All of the products in that bundle will then be automatically added into your quote. QuoteWerks has a configurator tool that will present you with a list of products and services to choose from, one step at a time. This tool guides you through the creation of the quote and guarantees that you will never forget to include items that are necessary to your quote. QuoteWerks allows you to create relationships between your products. When searching for a product in the Product Lookup window, you can see if it has any required or optional items that go with it, and possible substitutions. Simply right-click over a product and select the Show Item Requirements, Show Item Options, or Show Item Substitutions menu. When a product is added to the quote, any required items will automatically be added. Do you ever create quotes that are similar or that follow a few basic formats? QuoteWerks saves you time by letting you store these quotes as templates that you can select when starting new quotes. Select the File, New menu, and then select a quote template from the Templates tab to give you a running start. With QuoteWerks, you have access to all of the supported distributors' product databases and QuoteWerks native product databases, which provides you with the ability to compare prices between all of them. Simply search for a product in one of the databases, then right-click on the product and select Compare. Select the vendors you want to view, and then from the price comparison screen, you can choose which distributor you would like to purchase the product from by clicking on the price of the appropriate distributor. QuoteWerks has a price refreshing feature that makes it easy to keep up with constantly changing prices. When you open an older quote, you can select the Tools, Refresh Item with Latest Pricing menu, and QuoteWerks will update your prices. If you ever need to share your quotes with people at other physical locations, the QuoteWerks Document Transport feature allows you to send and receive these quotes between other offices and sales reps in the field that are using QuoteWerks. In addition, the QuoteWerks Professional and Corporate editions have a feature that allows you to synchronize quotes between physical locations over a VPN connection, which is discussed in more detail a bit later in this video. Do you ever need to know how many open quotes you have? How much each of your sales reps is selling each month? What commissions have they earned? Which products are selling the most? And how much income do they represent? You can use the built-in QuoteWerks Report Designer to create all these reports and more. QuoteWerks has many security features that allow the administrator to determine who is allowed to view, modify, and delete each user's quotes. In addition, menu options can be hidden from specific users, and other miscellaneous restrictions can be specified. The Professional edition of QuoteWerks adds several additional features not available in the Standard edition. It includes the ability to link to either the accounting packages QuickBooks or Peachtree, as well as access to our Open Export module. These features will be covered in more depth later in this video. The Professional Edition also has the ability to sync documents with other physical locations. The ability to link to external data sources for product information, such as MS Access or SQL databases, is also included. This eliminates the need to import product information that you are already storing elsewhere. To link to an Access database, select the Products, Set up Product Sources menu, and then click New. Choose Access and click Next. Make the appropriate selections for each of these steps, including mapping your fields. When you hit Finish, the product database will be available for use in your product lookup window. The QuoteWerks Professional and Corporate Editions can also access product and pricing information from IT industry distributors D&H, Ingram Micro, Synnex, and Tech Data, either by linking to their product database directly or by importing a text file into a native QuoteWerks database. This is one of our most popular features among resellers. From some of the distributor websites, you can download product and price updates on a daily basis. After you download an update into their database, QuoteWerks is ready to use their updated product information without having to go through a lengthy import process each time. Tutorial videos outlining the steps to link to set up each distributor's databases are available on our website. The QuoteWerks Corporate Edition includes all the features of the Standard and Professional Editions, and it also has the capability to be rehosted to a Microsoft SQL database. It also has advanced data rollout features that will allow remote users or remote sites of QuoteWerks to synchronize quotes, roll out product data, user login rights, and much more. Remote users are typically laptop users, and remote sites are commonly branch offices. For full details on the types of data that QuoteWerks can roll out, please visit our website. When your customer gives you the approval on a quote, you can export the quote to QuickBooks or Peachtree accounting software using the QuoteWerks accounting links found in the Professional and Corporate Editions. These links will save you a great deal of time by eliminating unnecessary rekeying of information. Select the Tools, Export to QuickBooks menu to export the quote to QuickBooks. There are many export options that can be set, giving you a great deal of control over the export process. Quotes, orders, and invoices can be exported to QuickBooks as invoices, estimates, or sales orders in batches. Right-click and click on Select All to mark all of the documents in the window as ready for export. Select the Tools, Export to Peachtree menu to export the quote to Peachtree. This will function much like the QuickBooks link with some differences. The quote can be exported to Peachtree as an invoice or sales order, and purchase orders can also be created for each vendor on the quote. Tutorial videos outlining the setup and use of both the QuickBooks and Peachtree links are available on our website. The QuoteWerks Professional and Corporate Editions also feature the Open Export module, which will allow you to export your quote data into generic formats that other applications can easily read, such as additional accounting packages or inventory control systems. You can explore all that you've seen in this video today by downloading the demo version of QuoteWerks from our website. As you've seen, QuoteWerks is a powerful, yet flexible and easy-to-use product that will save you time and money. Starting at $199, QuoteWerks pays for itself after your first quote. With Standard, Professional, and Corporate Edition offerings, including the option to use a Microsoft SQL backend, QuoteWerks is a reliable, scalable solution offering value to small and large companies alike. Using QuoteWerks with your preferred contact management software and your preferred accounting software enables you to automate your entire office and begin experiencing an increase in productivity today. To view specialized videos that demonstrate how QuoteWerks integrates with each CRM and accounting package we support, please visit our website. If you decide to purchase, you can purchase from your local reseller or directly from Aspire Technologies at 407-248-1481. You can receive a license key over the phone that will convert the demo version into the full registered version. Thank you for watching the QuoteWerks demonstration video.